Hi, Leo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on between you and your person. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. All right. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Strength card. This is your energy. This is talking about holding yourself back. I'm just looking at that lion. The lion is like all over the person. It looks like it's biting off the person's head. So you may be like pissed off about what's happened between you and this person, and you may want to take take their head, bite their damn heads off. Okay. Underneath this, we got the sun. This is your energy again. I feel like this is someone who makes you happy. Okay. And so therefore, them holding themselves back makes you want to mess them up because you have such strong feelings for this person. Okay. Underneath that, we've got the Three of Wands. You are waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like you're wanting to be with this person. We got the Lovers card here. Okay. Gemini energy. So you're waiting for the time for the two of you to come together, but you know what Spirit's going to tell you, right? This person is your wish fulfillment. And look, here is the Ace of Cups. But Spirit is going to tell you that this is a no-no, because if you want this to happen, you're going to have to start moving away from this person. That's what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by clarifying the Strength card. Strength, please, Spirit. Okay, so you are either in this energy now, or you're in the process of stepping into it. Your warrior energy. It's like, divine feminine energy, strength, determination, and courage. Okay, where you're balanced. So that's what you're working towards. With your person is working towards how to love unconditionally and unselfishly with no limitations. How to pretty much learn how to be comfortable with their feelings and expressing their feelings. Okay. All right. Let's get one more card. Strength. There's going to be more to be revealed, is what Spirit is saying. Let me get this card too. Strength. Okay. So there was some deception between the both of you, because that's what's at the bottom of the deck here. It's saying looks are deceiving. So you may have thought things were one way, and then all of a sudden you found out there was something else. Because see, there's third party here. Because look at this card. Look at the card. He's sitting on the bench with his woman, and then he holding the other woman's hand. This is some crazy stuff going on here. Okay. And then we've got the Three of Swords reversed. So you are overcoming sorrow. The two of you had a breakup. Okay. This is talking about you wanting to reconcile. All right. This can also speak of needing to let go. And I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you with this, that you need to let go. You're holding yourself back. Spirit is telling you to believe in yourself and let go of this connection. You have to trust that the happiness that you're wanting with this Sun card will come about, even if you let go. And letting go is showing that you not only trust Spirit, but you trust yourself and you trust this process. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the card that represents you, we have the Knight of Cups. This is a water sign, or someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is what you're wanting. You're wanting to either give a love offer or receive one. I feel like for most of you, you're wanting to receive one, because this person, broke your heart. I feel like you told them how you felt, and they ran off in the other direction. So with the Knight of Cups, this is what you want. You want romance. You want them to, come forward, their heart on their sleeve, and, get down on one knee, not necessarily to propose, but to spill their hearts out to you. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah, you're very confused by this situation. You don't understand like what's going on, like how you got to this point. I feel like you may have had some form of you were in a state of bliss with this person when you first got together with them, but it didn't last. Okay, Spirit is saying this is a soulmate connection for some of you. Okay, when it comes to your person, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is, this is what your person wants. They don't just want to have the love and the family with you. They also want the legacy with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah, they know that you're their divine counterpart, their divine feminine. You feel like home to them. Ten of Pentacles. I don't see, but they look at what Spirit is telling you. They ain't hearing you. That's why Spirit is telling you to leave. Because I know you want this, Leo. I know you want to be with this person, and I know you're confused about what's going on. But in order for this person to come forward, you're gonna have to walk away. You're gonna have to walk away because if you told them, if what I'm telling you is your storyline, that you told him how you felt and this person ran away from you, chasing them or waiting for them is only going to do one thing. It's going to keep them moving in the direction you don't want them to move in. You know, I always tell y'all, anything you chase in this life is going to run away. That's just the way it works. Okay, so you are sitting or working towards sitting in this warrior energy, and I feel like what Spirit is telling you is that this type of woman or man, because it doesn't matter, you know, no gender in tarot, this type of person doesn't run. They don't chase anybody. They sit and allow things to come to them, and that is what Spirit is telling you with this card. Okay, all right. So when it comes to the energy between the both of you, we've got two cards. We have the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Judgment card, Scorpio energy. So you may have Scorpio placements, or your person may have. With these two cards, you want the second chance, okay? But you both want the second chance, but you both also have to sit in this Nine of Pentacles energy. This is about independence on your own, being independent on your own, so that when you come together with this person, it's interdependent and not codependent. Not a situation where you feel like you can't live without this person, and you know you have an unhealthy attachment to them. This is about a healthy relationship. Okay, all right, let's clarify. Nine of Pentacles and the Judgment. Yeah, you're sitting in a pool of negativity over this. I feel like this person really did a number on you. They broke your heart. See, yeah, because they're deceiving you. They're not being honest about how they feel. Nine of Pentacles in the Judgment card. So we got the try again card. Yeah, you want to try again, is what Spirit is saying, but you have to back off if you're wanting that to happen. Okay, you can't. As much as you might be a control freak, Leo's a bit of a control freak. Let's go ahead and put that up. Well, they're a control freak, period. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. Okay, I get it. I'm a control freak too. So, but in this connection, you ain't controlling shit. That's what Spirit is telling you. You're not controlling nothing. The only thing you can control is what you do. Because if you continue to try to force this to go the way you want it to go, it's only going to blow up in your face. It's only going to backfire, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. So when it comes to the outcome, we have the Knight of Swords. This is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This knight can go one of two ways. It can go in two different directions. This could be the knight riding in to the connection for an outcome for the two of you to get together, or it could be the knight riding out, deciding that they've had enough of the connection and walking away or galloping away, I would say. Let's clarify. Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. Yeah, see, this is about you. This again. This is the equivalent of this. Same type of card. Okay, this is about you and the Nine of Pentacles underneath here. It's about this. You standing on your own 2 feet. It's about your own stability, your own self-love. You know, you putting yourself first, because I'm gonna break it down to you. We finna get real right now. This situation is about you. Okay. It may seem like it's about somebody else. You all up in love, you feeling these feelings, you want to chase this person broke your heart. You haven't ever felt like this about anybody else before, I feel like. But I also feel like in your past, you have had problems in your relationships. They may have been one-sided. You may have been breadcrumbed. It could be a situation where you tried to be open and vulnerable, and the same thing that happened in this connection happened in others, where the person ran away, or didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. And I'm trying to tell you how to get what it is you want. Okay. This is about you. It's about you putting yourself first, and about you realizing, Leo, that this person is not giving you what you deserve. Okay. You don't deserve to have your heart broken. You don't deserve, if there is, I'm not saying that there is in your situation. I'm not saying that there is, but you don't deserve to be put into third parties. You don't deserve to be with someone who is not hearing you. Okay. So this is your come to Jesus moment. Okay. You want to try this again? Spirit is telling you, let's try to go off in your own direction. Okay. So that you can get out of this negative energy, because this negative energy is not helping you at all. It's going to hinder the situation even more, because you don't have a positive spin on it. And in order to get that positive spin, you have to back up. You got to pull yourself back. You have to work on forgiving this person and moving forward in your life, focusing on your passions, focusing on yourself, because at the end of the day, life is a balancing act, is what Spirit is trying to tell you. And until you are able to achieve equilibrium, and your person is able to achieve equilibrium, there will be no coming together. The person may come back temporarily. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they won't, because when you start to move on, that's when you're going to have movement from your person. Okay. But you can't move on and keep looking back. You can't do that. You don't do it that way. You have to immerse yourself in your life and just move forward and just trust, right? We just talked about trust, right? That you need to learn how to trust in this situation, because it's being divinely guided. And when something's being divinely guided, you can cuss and fuss and get mad and roll on the floor, and have all the, what do they say, when you're on fire, stop, drop, and roll. You can do all of that, and all that's going to happen is you're going to get tired, and everything's going to still be the same. Okay. So this person is deceiving you. You don't deserve that. This person is running from you. You don't deserve that. But this is about you making the choice to put yourself and your needs first. Because by you sitting here, you know what you're saying? You are saying that it's okay that you're not listening. I'm still here. It's okay that you're running from me. I'm still here. It's okay that you're lying to me and not telling me the truth. I'm just going to stand here. And when you do that in a dynamic with anybody, it's human nature for people to see how far you'll go, right? It's human nature for people to do that. Okay. So this person is feeding off of your energy, just like you get something, you get a rush of something out of their energy when the two of you are near each other, even if you don't speak, even if there's no type of communication, there's no type of physical touch. Just being in the vicinity of each other, you're exchanging energy. Okay. And both of you are like addicted to that. Okay. And this applies to every sign that's going through what you're going through. Okay. So I'm not just targeting you. I tell everybody this. So knowing this, right? They're feeding off your energy. You're feeding off of theirs. As long as you stand here and they're not hearing you, they're running off in the another direction, and you're determined to sit here and recover, the person is going to continue to run. They're going to continue to run. And but when you pull back and you pull your energy back and put the focus back on yourself, that's what we're talking about when I say put the focus back on yourself and walk off in the other direction and give it a little bit of time. Like I said, that's when you're going to see movement. That's when the person's probably going to try to come back in and tell you how they feel. But then, even then, you have to use discernment, because if they're still sitting in the pride and the ego energy, No good, no bueno, because then that means that they haven't healed. They haven't done the things they need to do. And if you come back to them, if they come to you, okay, and you decide to take them back, knowing that they have not healed, the same thing's going to repeat itself. They're going to break your heart all over again. And so, spirit, in in cahoots with me, we are trying to stop this from happening, because every time you get your heart broken, you're repeating that pain, and it's needless. It's needless devastation. You're going through needless pain, and spirit is not about you suffering just to suffer. There needs to be something that comes out of this, and the reason why you're going through the pain that you're going through is for you to understand that it's your soul calling you back to itself. Okay, it's not this person. It may seem like it, all right? But this is what's going on. So this is about, like I said, self-love, you standing in your power, you believing in yourself, okay? And not, not holding yourself back. Like I said, it was a beautiful thing that you came towards this person, Leo, and told them how you felt, okay? So you shouldn't feel ashamed. You shouldn't feel like you did something wrong. You should not feel like this person got one over on you, because I'm telling you, the things that this person is doing, they're going to get theirs. All right. They're going to get theirs. And you don't have to do a thing. All you got to do is walk away and do what spirit is telling you to do. Because when you walk away and turn your back on this connection, you have to show spirit that you've learned this lesson, that nobody is more important than you and your self-love, your self-care, yourself, self-awareness, everything about you. You're the most important thing in this connection. Not to say that this person isn't important, but what I'm saying is, speaking to you, I would tell the other person the same thing. The most important thing would be them, because once you pull back and you put the focus on yourself, it's going to create a vacuum, and this person is going to come running. All right. And once you've shown spirit that you've learned these lessons, there are rewards on the other side of this, but you're never going to see those rewards. And you're just going to be sitting here in pain, needlessly, waiting for this person who's never going to show back up, as long as you continue to sit in this connection, because they feel your energy. They're feeding off of it. They have no reason to turn around and come back towards you. But if you leave, you remove your energy, then that's when there's going to be movement. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages from spirit. Let me do this one first. All right, here we go. You got quite a few. It says, leap of faith, a risky, bold move may be required to move this connection forward. Okay, but the move spirit is saying is not coming in, it's not leaping in, it's leaping out. Okay. Then we've got enlightenment. A spiritual awakening is underway for both of you. You're going through one, because it never ends. Once it starts, it's going to be for the rest of your life, the awakening. And then we've got affection. An open display of love and special attention to each other's needs is warranted. This person owes you an apology. They owe you, quite a bit, because I feel like they did a number on you. Because I'm seeing the cards. I'm seeing how you're confused. You feel like you've been blindsided by what happened in this situation. Okay? All right. Get some more messages from spirit. Yeah. See? Both of you are in some form of denial. Like for your person is denying their feelings, but for you are denying how you're being treated. You're looking at this person through the lens of love, when you have to be looking through the lens of self-love. Because when you're looking through self-love, it's a completely different picture than when you're just looking through the rose-colored glasses. Okay, so we got past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. And then we have warning. See, spirit is warning you. Don't dismiss the red flags here. The red flags are, you're not being treated the way you deserve to be treated, Leo. Okay. Nobody is who is continuing to run after this person after they've done what it is that they did. Okay. Because by you going after them, it's like you're telling them, okay, it's okay. You can do whatever you want to do to me. You can abuse me and do whatever. And I'm just going to stand here and take it. And that's not what you want. You're wanting movement, so you got to do the counterintuitive thing, turn around and take your your backside somewhere else. Focus on your passions, focus on yourself, and then this person will come forward at some point. Okay. But we don't know, we don't have a timeline. We don't know exactly when. It could be a year, it could be a month, it could be 10 years. So you can't afford to put your life on hold, because every day that passes by while you're waiting for this person is a day you cannot get back. And these days are precious. Time is speeding up. Look, we're already over halfway through the year, right? We're going to blink and it's going to end up being 2026. So you don't want to waste this precious time that you could be pouring into yourself, trying to pour into somebody who's not even returning the sentiment. Okay. All right. So I hope this helped. Leo, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Leo.